Well, hello friends. Welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter. And if you are new, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. We are going to be doing some paper crafting today, specifically for junk journals. And let me just tell you what I have and ask you a question. I must ask you a question. I'm such a comedian. Let me tell you, I oftentimes get kits that maybe are a little vintage. Maybe there's some that I've had back in the day when early days of starting scrapbooking. Maybe I picked them up at a thrift store or an estate sale or whatever. But I have learned very quickly not to pass them by, because almost always there is something that you can do with those kits, and a lot of the work is already done. And today is going to be proof of that and how it works. So, I see. Hang on, I'm going to move this a little bit. There we go. So what I have in front of me came in, I'm assuming it was for an 8x8 journal. And so the things that were in here were inside of this. These particular ones, I believe I got through an auction estate. And this was just one little bundle of things that was in it. Inside of all of this, which I'll show you, was this. So the intent is, this was by Colorbach, which I believe Colorbach partners with Walmart now. But this is from back in the day. Doesn't have a year, but it was from a long time ago. So the intent was you had all of these supplies, and then they guided you through different layouts in order to create scrapbook pages for a scrapbook. As you can see, it says put a photo here and here and here and here, blah, blah, blah. So there are 2 pages of templates, if you will. Now, I've said this before, but I do want to reiterate, especially for those of you who are new to the channel. One of the things that I always tell folks that are new to junk journaling is, or scrapbooking, if you're looking or flipping through a magazine or even some types of books, maybe that have, let's just say a book on a certain state or country or whatever. Oftentimes you can get a ton of inspiration just by looking at the graphics and the placement for the page layout, by looking at how something is on that magazine page or that book page. This is no different. And I want you to embrace the fact that we can use some of these, and I'm going to show you how today. Now, let me show you some of the supplies you are going to need. And we could even maybe use some of this to do maybe like a shaker, but I'll show you a couple things that came with it. So if you have one of these, great. If you don't, you can replicate them very easily by making tags or hearts or printing out words if you have digitals or scrapbook paper, frames. Let's see, we got just basic strips of paper, and then we have some 8x8 paper and some other little pieces that came in the kit. So you're going to need glue, you're going to need scissors, the normal suspects, you're going to need your papers, and then you will need embellishments. So I pulled together just some things that I thought might go with the colors that we have. Now, I do have to tell you, these are some dies that I was playing with. We've got some more embossed pieces. I've got some old vintage greeting cards, some things that I was playing with vellum. These were not so pretty stickers that I kind of did some fun things with. I've got more ribbon and lace, this random butterfly that was hanging out, some antique and vintage yo-yos. Some of these will be coming to a live sale too. I made bundles of these. I've got a few little pieces that were my digitals of photos, and some other just random things that might go in or well with these. In addition to that, at the last minute before I started this, let me put these aside. So just, go through your craft room, pick up some things that match with the papers, just so you have something handy and that we can kind of spark our creativity. The other thing that I intend to do today is finish this fairy journal and get it up for sale in the shop on the Makers Market, district.net/Makers Market. I have started this several years ago. I have not finished it, and it's time for it to be done. And it's super cute. I just have not done it. So I thought these colors, while not normally my favorite, I'm not really into the muted colors, will be good for maybe some ephemera in there. So I did grab out a few little pieces that were in, what do you call that? In the bag that I had everything separated in. So I did grab a few little things there. I've got a couple more little die cuts. I got a horse. I got some, what do you call those? Frames. I've got a bunch of, these are just, I made them into little envelopes or journal cards just out of some paper from Temu. And I think some of those, if we wanted, we could use those. And then a piece of my collage paper, we did these together. And this is like 7 or 8 different, maybe more than that, different layers of things that we did. And this was wallpaper. So I thought that might go as well. So that's all the things that I have handy. You peruse your craft room and see what you can find. So before, I just wanted to get my juices flowing, so I did something extremely simple. This was already cut out. This was a quote. This was one of those pieces, and I just added that to it, made this into a tiny little pocket with a couple little things, a tag. This was one I cut out and a little ticket. Simple, simple, but I just wanted to show you how easy it can be. So before we go much farther into this, let's see. Oh, I also grabbed some cardstock, some that are singles and a couple that are just folded. So we could use these as a layout for a journal. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you not how to make this one, because we made these a million times. It's just an envelope. I experimented with that. We'll put it up here for a minute. But I am going to show you how out of an 8x8 piece of paper, you can create this little folio pocket cutie patootie thing. Because this, although it's not very heavy cardstock, would be really cute to glue right down on your page and make another pocket here. And it's almost like a coin envelope, or, you know, it could be almost like a library card sort of, or library card pocket sort of. So I'm going to show you real quick how to make that first, because I think that that's a good use of our 8x8 paper. So let's just scoot and marooch all these little goodies aside and make a couple of these. So you shouldn't need, let's see, what color should we use? These are two-sided, so that's great. I think we should do a green one. Ooh, look at that one. Let's do this. That one might be really pretty. And all you're going to do, it is as simple, let me just show you. It is as simple as folding from the top and the bottom. That's it. And then we'll fold in a minute. So the first thing we want to do, which way do we want this to go? I think we want it to go this way. We're going to fold this up and which way do we want this? I think we want it like that. This is going to be our 3 pockets. So you fold it up. And now you're going to decide where you want it to fold down to. So when we fold this in, and actually we can go ahead and fold this first. Might be easier for you too. Maybe, maybe not. All right, so let's just go here. And I want this to just overlap. Do you see how this one just maybe by 1/8 of an inch just overlapped here? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try my best to get it to the center, and I'm just going to overlap it a little bit and, oops, fold it down. This is probably going to be easier so you can get that where you want it, okay? We've got that done, and now we're going to fold this down. So I'm thinking that's probably plenty. Low enough, and I'm just going to fold it right here. All right, so now we just have to make a couple cuts. Before we do that, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to punch my 3 little notches. I just like the look of a notch. So notch it. And all 3 of them are done. And I'm getting this all over myself. There we go. In the garbage you go. All right, the other thing that I want to do is I want to cut these here into a little bit of a V so that when I fold them up, they close nicely and they're not interfering with one another. So there you go, like that. Which looks a little funny with that stripe, but that's okay. Oops, got that a little bit. All right, let's just go ahead to make it easy. Let's just glue these shut, so they're not in the way when I do the other one. And flip it up. So this is a pretty deep pocket. I see I need to probably trim right there. And we'll just do this one next. Oh, I got a little bit far away from that edge, but it'll be okay. I did something the other day, which I've been meaning to do for a very long time, and I haven't done it. I'll show you in a second. But just a little tip if you're not aware, if you haven't tried it. I am forever having issues with losing my glue top. And I had them with these little crochet caps for the crochet needles. And it's okay for my Fabri-Tac, but for my art glitter glue, it never worked. So underneath here is just a little magnet, and I glued it on and then just taped around it so there was no chance it would come off. And now I can just stick that there, because that glue top or the cap for my art glitter glue, it just doesn't work for me. I don't know. So there's my tip of the day. All right, now all we need to do is cut out these 2 pieces. We can save these. We can use them for little baby tags if we wanted. We're just going to throw them aside for right now, and then if we need them, we shall use them. But it's that easy. So now we have several little envelopes that we can use to decorate too. But it was just one of the things that I wanted to show you that we can do with that 8x8 paper. All right, now I'm going to round these corners, and that's all there is to it. All there is to it. And did I round these? Yeah, I did. So I'm going to round this too. Round it. I didn't do any inking on it because, I don't know. You probably just don't want to watch me inking. That's just the way it is. Okay, and then this just goes down over it. And we could, do something on one side of it to make it close or whatever we want. So now we have, out of this 8x8 paper, oh, look at that. So we got some stripes and polka dots and some squares. We've got these 3 envelopes and pockets that we can work with should we want to. But let's go, let's take one of these out. Or let's take this out and see what we can come up with. Well, here we go. Perhaps, let's find a piece. See, this is a little bit, is this heavier, or is there more than one sheet? No, there's just more than one sheet. Let's just use that. Whoops. And let's just say it's going to be, I need to cut it down a bit. I've got my heater on, so the cord, I didn't put an extension cord on it. Let's go with 5 inches. All right, 5 inches. How big or how wide are these? Oh, that might be cute. It is also 5 inches. Let's cut this one down just to, let's do 4.5. Let's just see, that gives it some oomph. All right. Now, we've got our base. And what if we did, let's see, which one would we like to try? Perhaps let's try something using this right here. So I'm just going to stick this up here so you guys can see it. Let's see what we got. Now this it wants photos, so we're not doing photos. However, what if, I'm thinking we need to, no, well, if this is glued down, this could be a pocket. So maybe we'll make this into a pocket. We'll see here. My thought is 3 little squares, maybe 2 by 2. Let's try that. So we'll make 3 2 by 2 squares. I'm shooting from the hip here. I don't really know how this is going to turn out, but why not try it, right? Ooh, I might not have enough. And I'm throwing all my little scraps up here just to have handy. 2 by 2. Let's see, that might be too big. Yeah, it is. One by one it is. 1 by 1, 1.5. By 1.5. I think that'll be safe. All I would have needed to do if I was really wanting to measure was to measure across the top of that piece of cardstock, but I didn't. So there you have it. If you want it to be perfect, do that. Making sure this is 1.5 by 1.5. Just needs a itty bitty little trim. Okay, we got the 3 of them. I can go under there. Okay, 1, 2. Dag nabbit. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to fix it. Because why not? We're going to put it on here this way. 1. I kind of want it to be 2. Or do I want it all 3 of them? Maybe we'll do this. There we go. All right, I am going to ink these. Now, I'm still going to orient this. I said I wasn't going to do a bunch of inking, but I think it needs it. I am going to orient this in a portrait. So I'm just getting these so that they're, because I didn't measure, you know what I mean? And I am going to use the art glitter glue. Oh, wait. Here, let's do this one first. And I'm just going to kind of pop that just about in the middle. I don't know. I can't see very well if it's true. Now, I just said I put this on here so I wouldn't lose it. What do I do? Did I put it on there? No. Okay. We're going to be all right. And like I said, I'm just eyeballing this. No need to get all crazy. Okay, so I want this to be, it's about a thumb length apart. Perfect. Make sure I get this. That's pretty good. Not too shabbily for eyeballing it. Okay, so now it's going to be like this. So let's figure out. I mean, we could do some type of sentiment because that's what this one shows. And you know, in all honesty, I think that this is going to turn out even better doing it the way that I did, because this just had blank space, which, you know, you could put more photos or whatnot. But I think this kind of gives us the whole thing, and then somebody can write on the back. You could hinge it and flip it, do a flip out, tip in, tip out, tippity-doo-dah. We may make this, do a little notch here and make it into a pocket, but let's not do that yet. So we have choices by using one of those. Let's see what our word choices are. And right now we're just using what we have in front of us, right? I'm spilling things. There we go. All right. Okay, so these are words that I think these could be cut up individually. It looks like maybe somebody already did. Wow, are these two-sided? Sure are. Hard work, fun-filled, relaxing. I don't know that I really like. These are just like things I would cut apart. There's one that's just doubled up. So these, I think, are just words that we could maybe embellish with. We're going to put these up here because they're more like cut-aparts. All right. I don't really love this blue. Do I? I mean, all I have is green. These are one-sided. Green, pink, and that blue. So maybe we just go with it. Leave the blue. All right, now what we could do is move this over just a smidgy and make this into a belly band. That's what we're going to do. Oh my gosh, I stuck my finger right in the glue part of it. All right, so we're just going to pop that down there. Cut this bad boy off. Again, we'll save this. And, you know, a lot of times I don't keep every single scrap. A lot of times I do throw things away. However, we never know if we might need them. So, we'll save them. Let's see, what's this one say? Caring, although it's not. I think we need to. How about we just use a couple of these words? Caring, sharing, and giving. Just to add a little dimension to it. Now we could have made little pockets out of these too. That would have been cute. Hang on, I got an idea. Just to add a little something to it. What if we, for a little color, let's see what that looks like. Come on now. Why not? All right, I am going to measure that, cut it, and save myself some time and cut 2 more. Maybe. They're not going to be perfect because I'm in a mood today where perfect is not on my, well, it rarely is on my agenda. It's kind of one of those days outside where it's extremely foggy and rainy. And so I just have a need to just craft whatever I feel like crafting and not worry about the deets. And I'm taking too much time, and that's probably going to dry up. Did it? Hang on, I might have to. Is it going to be long enough. I want it to be a little bit longer than the... Do I want it like that? Let's put the carrying on there and then... We'll see. We will see. I'm just going to do them all the same. I have a feeling one of these is going to be like, yeah, this one probably. Just fits on there. Pretty simple little thing, but oh. Well, whoever did these manufacturer didn't glue that down. Is it glued down here? Yeah, it is there. That's good. Okay, this might not be working so hot because I keep whipping my glue bottle around with abandon and not really thinking about the fact that that pin is there. Oh, poo. This just gives it a little bit of color. Come on, before you dry. This art glitter glue dries very quickly. Okay. So because I think we could probably do a notch here, and then something could be tucked in here, and then on top of it is the belly band, because I think there's too much clutter if we do it the other way. So let's just stick a notch there and glue this baby down. So there's one way that you can just use other templates as a jumping off point to create something unique for your journals. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I am pushing this as far over with still giving it a little bit of a edge on this side. So I could still hinge it if I wanted with a piece of paper, a piece of fabric, whatever it takes. And then I have that writing space and I'm good to go. Easy, 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 easy. Okay, let's see. What about, let's see about, okay, so we have these we could tuck in somewhere. We have some more words. But here's my thought. We got these. Oh, and we have this heart too. What would happen if we used one of these? That's too blendy. Let's see what it looks like with this one. That's kind of cute. We also have oh wait, these are two-sided. That's just not going to work. Oh, that's kind of cute. The little plaid. And that fits pretty good. Okay, this one, maybe. Let's just see what we got. Not blue. I don't mind that one, but it's not great. Now here's a green one. Oh, see again, I think it just blends too much into it. So I guess we're going to go with this one. We're going to not use this one because we can't get both the kids in, but we could make a tag out of each one of those. That would be cute for the journal. Now we also have a couple hearts. So I wonder what one of these would look like. if I don't rip it. What else is in here besides hearts? There's those two. Okay. Which, you know, you could do something like this and then let's see, it covers up the heart. I guess you could go like that, and you could go. Oh, I'm kind of liking that. All right. We may just go with that. Let's see what else I've got. Oh, I have a, this is this butterfly is way too much. I'm kind of liking that. What do you guys think? And then we can cut around this. We're doing it. We are doing it. I mean, we can just do the old norm, right? With a regular frame, but why not just spice it up a bit? No, I want to go that way. All right, and then I'm going to go about here, and I'm going to glue just this. So I'm going to start gluing here. I think to about right there. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay. It's looking good to me. So if we just cut around this. And that, see how cute that looks already? Mary Cecily Barker, by the way, if you're wondering. I got these postcards, I believe, on Amazon. But I also, you can find her little books. I find mine in thrift shops all the time. And I just pick them up, and then you can just cut those out, back them if you want. Come on, just a little bit more here. Just a smidgy more. I should get my small scissors. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the rest of this here. And that way, I'm going to cut the rest of it off. But it is all glued down on the back here. So that way, we could have a little pocket. Oh, shoot. But I just glued it down. Dang it, Angela, think minute. That's the second time I've done that in the last week on a project. Oh, I did it on one of the envelope journals. Okay, forgive me, friends. I should have left that open and I could have made that a pocket. And if, you know what, by the time I get done cutting this, if it's still not dry and I can pop it open, I will. Then, of course, I need to remember that I actually did that. I don't know, though, because it doesn't go all the way. Maybe I better just leave it. I think I better. All right, let's zhuzh a little bit. And I'm feeling like, I mean, I can make the whole thing a pocket now that this is all glued down, so, or a tuck, you know, tuck it on the page. I think it'd be fine. Okay. What do I have? Word-wise. Kindness. kind of like the idea of uncover, but I don't know. I don't know that. I think I just want to leave it like this and wait until I'm ready to put it in the journal. But that's cute. All right, let's see. How long have we been going? Let me untangle myself here. I'm all crisscross applesauce. Let's do, let's do something with this frame. And I kind of want to do something where I kind of like the idea of her being there. Or we could put a little bit of grass underneath here. And leave it open. I wonder what it would look like if this were behind it. Just kind of, I don't really love that. Do I have something else? See, I mean, if the, no. Okay. Well, let me see. What's this all about? Nope. I just like the idea of that cute little girl on there. I don't have anything really good. Let me see in the bag if I have something else that might work. I don't have a lot left out because I said Mary Cicely Barker. It's Cicely Mary Barker. Jeez. Let's see. One of these will work. I kind of wanted to use this as actual flip out. And I don't think that's going to work. But it does kind of look cute with those little sprites in there. I don't think I love it. Let's see if we have somebody. This is going to be too small. No, I guess not. Takes a lot more time when I have to pick. You know what I mean? What's this look like? Jack by the hedge. That's kind of cute. Should we use that? She'll be up there. We can always put the grass in there if we want. Why not? Let's just do it. No need to be overthinking here, friends. And I'm going to use my knife, or my knife to do this. Okay. Making kind of a mess. All right, you, my friend, need to go down first. And I want to make sure that I want the bottom and the top to at least kind of show. So I'm just going to go around it here. We're losing our jack by the hedge, but that's okay. And I'm probably going to have to trim it down, and I won't do that till after. Probably I won't do that until after we're done today. Okay, I got to hold this up here. And I'm just going to keep moving it over so that I only have to trim this edge. Let's make my life easier. All right, now, do we want you, little guy? Let's see what that looks like. I do like that on there. her on there. I don't know. Maybe just a little. We're putting it down. However, I see that I need to poke some things out there. Another reason I don't like to die cut, because I'm not going to get all these out. I'm sure of it, because I don't have the right tools handy. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. When in doubt, improvise. Come on now. See, that's not cut through. Maybe it is. Well, that one is. Oh, for the love of Pete. I'm just doing it. I'm just putting it on there. I'm not even going to worry about it. Get over yourself, Ange. I don't know, it's going to drive me crazy. Here, let me use this knife. It is just not cut through. And I'm going to ruin it. Best to leave well enough alone. Ooh. I'm just putting a little bit on there. Probably more than what I need. In more places than I need them. And you little girl, I'm just gonna pop right off the edge of the page. Cute little fairy you. So yes, this journal, this fairy journal is going to be on the Maker's Market at a highly discounted price because I have had it forever and I have not finished it and it needs to go to a new home. Several of my journals actually are on the Maker's Market at a discounted price. So be sure to go check those out. Because if you want a one-of-a-kind journal, whether for yourself or a gift, now would be the time to grab one. Well, I guess I should say that while supplies last. And you guys know I do this a lot. I know some of you, it probably drives you crazy. But I like to put it where it's supposed to go and then add the glue on it so it stays. I don't like to have to repeat myself and do it five different things and reorient it. It drives me crazy. So, whoa, that was a lot of glue. There we go. That's pretty stinking cute. You know what would have been cuter? If I would have done some pop dots and lifted it up three-dimensional. But I didn't think about that until this very moment. So, there you have it. All right, that's pretty cute. It does need to have a little bit of... And this is a good way, too, to use some of that paper that isn't necessarily cardstock. Layer it up, add things to it, and it looks super cute. And again, you could use this as a journal topper. You could use it as a tuck, a pocket, whatever you want. Cute, cute, cute. All right, we didn't use any of these tags or otherwise. Maybe we should just do a banner of some sort. Let's see, we used pink, well, I guess we used all. We used the blue. Let's do something with this. Now this right here could just be, it could be a pocket, it could be a belly band, it could be a side belly band, it could be pretty much anything. I love this quote, "The mother's heart is a child's schoolroom," but Use the talents you possess, for the woods would be a very silent place if no birds sang except for the best. Henry Van Dyke. So that looks cute just like that. Not doing anything spectacular. Or do I want to do this one? I kind of like the light on light. Love does not consist of gazing at each other, but in looking together in the same direction. Oh, very profound, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I don't know who that is. Anybody? Anybody know who that is? I could look it up, I guess. Maybe we'll stick a little bit of lace behind this because... Oh, you know what? This is kind of pretty. Is it? Oh. I guess I could trim it off there. Slap this butterfly on here. But no. The other thing I didn't use, I wanted to use the, nah, we're just going to leave it like it is and use it for something else. Dang it, I don't know about this. It's going to work. All right, once again, I'm going to line it up. Glue it on there. And make sure it's glued all the way around. And bingo, we're done. Well, this was a brilliant idea when I first had it, but I don't know that it's going to work. All right, now, what would happen? Not there. You know, but if you had a bigger one, you could do it. I don't know. Let's decorate one of these. I really like this. Let me just cut a piece of this off. Cut these little things off. See if I can... Oh, that might just work. It might just be long enough or longer. Let's see. Which way does it go? This way. Nope. I don't like it. Well, here we go. We can put some things in here. We got some tags. I don't know. They might all be too tall. And like I said, I don't know. This was from an estate, so I'm not sure if the lady, you know, used some of this stuff in it beforehand or not. Couldn't tell you. Those two work. Now, these will need something smaller, but that's cute. How about stick a ticket in there? I know I got a ticket. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. Demi's home. So I may play around with this a little bit more off camera and add a few more things. Make it pretty. I wish these were phrases instead of just words. I mean, it's great to have the words to use in another project, but do you know what I mean? Oh, I wonder if one of these will fit in here. I have these. That's too big. Shoot. Well, we got to start. What about... We could do that and put that there for a minute. Where are those strips? And then maybe it will tuck right in there. Let's just take one of these and let's try. Let's put a piece up there. We should have plenty. She's talking to Zenny. I don't know if you can hear. It's kind of cute. All right, there's that one. And then we could put a word. I don't still know that any of those are the ones I want. But my thought is, will this actually tuck in here, though? It just needs to barely kiss it because I don't want it to... Well, we're going to glue this on. And I'm just going to glue right across here. Dang it. See, that, it's just not cutting it. I think I shouldn't have put the, I shouldn't have put all of that tape around it. All right, now, do I dare? Do you see what my conundrum is? I just don't, I want it to just kiss, just barely tuck in there so it's easy to get in and out. I think if I do it just right there, I should be okay. It's just barely gonna tuck in there so it can come easily out and I'm not wrecking things, you know? There we have it. And then we can put a little kindness on there just to pull it all together. Sounds good to me. Yep, for sure that pin's going to get lost if I keep messing with it like I have been. All right, we're going to call this a video, but we did pretty darn good, I would say, for the time that we had together. And we used a few things, but there's a lot of things that I could be making with these, right? But we did manage to make 1, 2, 3. Why does the light look so bad? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little goodies. And I had made a couple pockets or a couple envelopes. And what else? Didn't I make a pretty... Where did you go? Oh, right up here. And another little envelope. So not too bad for a quick little session. These are one of my favorite things to take on the road with me because then I have limited amount of product and I have to think creatively. So I hope you give these a go. Have a fabulous rest of the day. And we will talk to you next time, which will be next time. Remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.